Can I do a lap of ride
All
along at
right,
some
good
point?
evening, everyone, and welcome to the GTCA Gr1 race number 2. We are at one of the most renowned racetracks in North America. This is Daytona Road Course. I'm your host, Breaking Bad, and tonight we have with me three amazing drivers. We've got Ward, Stapler, and Road Racer. What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it
Greetings,
going?
What's
everybody.
up?
So I know this is Renee's favorite course. He loves this one a lot, and lots of practice we've been doing for the last little while. Tonight we have 14 drivers. Yeah, of course I pulled dead last. I couldn't qualify. Just I said earlier I couldn't get the car to get into the 133. So whatever. Yeah, this is race number 2 out of 4 races that we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks, and then we're going to move up, take a 2-week break, and then move into the SFRs, which is going to be phenomenal. So, sorry about the dogs; they just keep going. I'll hand off the track to Ward to talk about, and then we'll get to the grid.
Yeah, Daytona Road Course, and I love Daytona. The road course is not my fave, just because I tend to struggle with it, but it's a challenging course. There's a lot of technical things on the insides of the track where you're doing the road part, and then when you get out of the road part and back onto the main part of the track, you can fly. But you have a chicane in the middle of that you got to stomp on the brakes and go through a left and a right and a right and a left to get out of. And it can be challenging also. Easy to get the car upset there, easy to push too wide and get a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
So after then, you just continue on down and on the high-speed section of the track. And by the time you're crossing the start-finish and getting to the point where you need to brake, you're in most cars well over 200 mile an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my car was pushing 222, 221, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to get on the brakes hard, come all the way down through the gears to first gear or second gear, depending on your preference, and go into a left-hand turn to start the road section all over again. So
And make sure you don't hit that wall on the inside.
that is the craziest thing. It's got an invisible
wall, yeah.
on the inside of turn 1 that will get you if you're not careful, and so we'll see that. Also, I want when you do start this, Curtis, I want everyone to pay attention to my great start. Okay, just
Okay, we're gonna zoom in. You're number 2, so this shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah.
And then to add to the track, the infield is very flat. So
Yes.
you have your car set up for these high speed turns because it could tear your rear tires up. It's a very rough course, and then you have to almost have the car balance between the high speed, the mountain that you climb in turns, the turns 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the triangle, and then the infield because it is so stinking flat. It will tear your tires apart. And a lot of guys had different setups. Some guys ran medium, some guys ran pure sauce front and back, and some guys did a hybrid of sauce in the front and mediums in the rear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, though, it's the only time you can do that is on the start, because once you pit stop and change your tires, you got to go all the way with one compound or the other. You can't mix it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I find these cars extremely twitchy on the back end. Like
Yes.
they will swing out depending how hard or
Yes.
how light you hit the accelerator. So you really got to ease into it. So I know sometimes I was driving with the TC off, but then when I knew my tire grade was getting worse, I know the car and I know the way I drive. I'm going to put it on 1 just to keep the ass down, so I don't spin out and really cause any more damage.
And
Yep.
and I need to put a little disclaimer out here for the ones who are watching this. I do apologize because I had one of my worst races, but I will say that there is evidence on Discord that Teddy said he was going to come after me. And then both pre-race, I saw him in the corner. He had a fedora on with sunglasses, and he was eating Moose Track ice cream. And it was double scoop. I remember it vividly. He was just watching my car. So I had to go to the bathroom, and when I came back, I thought my 10 millimeter wrench was sitting here, but it was gone. But those things have legs anyway. But after the race, I found moose tracks in my brakes. I'm telling you guys.
That Teddy.
Teddy.
Bad
I swear.
Teddy.
Hey, Teddy.
With his
You know,
fedora.
I think there's one other thing that's worth talking about here, and that's after turn 1, you go through the little S's into the International Horseshoe there. And if you get too wide in that, there is off-camber curbing that will grab your car and rip you
Yes.
right off the track.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that is unique, I believe, in that one turn.
Yep.
But it's certainly something to be aware of for all of you racing on this course, which is
Yeah,
absolutely outstanding.
I tried to make sure that I was good and tight out of that corner so that I could steer clear of that because if you roll down on that, it's just like you said, it could pull you right off or it can cause you to fishtail and wipe out.
Yep,
Hmm.
exactly. Spin right out.
And the worst is when you're chasing someone so close, you gotta better brake early because if you don't, you're gonna knock them right down the hill.
Yes.
So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yep. A lot of things to think about on this track.
Yes, it
exactly.
is.
So this is 28 laps, we said, right? Or 26?
26.
26, sorry.
26.
In my head, I'm still at the other track. So 26 laps on this one. It's a one pit strategy, so I think the majority of us come in, or I don't know. I mean, we had lots of fuel for this, so there was no worries about that. But
No
I think the
worries
majority
about fuel,
was
just tires.
just tires. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. So the last comment I'll make before we kick it off is we're going to talk about one driver who says he doesn't need any practice and everything's going to be all good. And that driver is Archer. So
Yes.
if Archer is watching, I hope his family's watching. We're going to watch turn one. And it's funny because he actually did a great qualifier. He actually beat me in qualifying, which is crazy, but it is what it is. But watch turn one when someone says, I don't need practice, let's just go. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead.
And I had firsthand experience of feeling that non-practice.
Well, we're going to get to that, all right, and just watch turn one, which is about 10 seconds from the start here. Okay, so if anyone's new to the group and you're watching, we don't call out the driver name, we call out the driver number, and then I'll flick between the D-pad and catch all the... oh, good, Archer is watching. I'll click between the cars and we'll catch all the action. So... He said, when did I say I didn't need practice? Oh, we know he said that. There's 13 of us who heard it. Anyways, okay, so on the count of three, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going to click off towards start here because it's amazing.
How many penalties did Archer get in this race anyway?
I don't know, but he had like 9 in the last one. What happened there,
That
Ward?
great start.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Look at
All
that.
the way
What happened?
From 2 to
Hello,
6.
Teddy?
Oh my God.
Well, I've been practicing this.
Okay, where's Archer? Here we go. Watch 7. Here we
Just
go.
watch it right behind me.
Oh, bump,
Boom.
and then, look at that.
And then chaos. Oh.
Look at that chaos. Everyone's just scooting by.
Bird Racer got some damage out of that.
Yeah.
So did Cheese. Jax got rear.
I remember
Archer
being in
didn't get any
14th.
damage.
I was coming through 14th, dead last. Oh, who went off? Looks like Reaper went off. And then all of a sudden I'm in 8th. I'm like, I'll take that.
Oh.
So, it slow goes a little. Oh, came in slow for 4 and 5. Sorry, I keep calling out the names. As we come to the leaders here, we got Stapler in first, Bionic, Teddy.
We didn't do a Archer's off again. We didn't do a driver grade countdown, but I want to shout out to Teddy, man. He had a
Great race. I'm on him right now. Number 3 is Teddy. Now this is a driver who's been with us for a while. He's not able to get into all of the series that we do, but when he gets to seat time, man, this guy is good. So
He was driving the wheels off that Sauber.
I would say this is probably his best race he's done with us for sure.
Well,
Really competitive.
In a race that he did not have to worry about fuel because we know the Sauber does not do well on fuel like that. The
Exactly.
Sauber and the Porsche both don't do well on fuel.
Oh,
And Ward's got a half-second penalty.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On 4 and 5 and 6 here.
Yep.
All right, let's see what everyone else is doing. Coming down, we've got Humphrey, myself, in 8th, Cohen behind, and Road Racer in 10. Judge, Jax. I love Jax's livery. That was brilliant. And here comes Archer in 13th. This is Archer's old livery from the GT Sport days that Jax did for him. Very cool. And Reaper in 14th. Ooh, 2 and 3. Here we got Bionic and Teddy going at it. This hairpin is, you really got to watch that throttle on this turn here. I've spun the car so many times there.
It chews your tires up too. If you hit the gas too hard, it'll spin.
Yes.
Exactly.
Keenan politely tells me to get out of the way before the straight.
I'm just in Teddy's cockpit here. Coming up to the horseshoe. Again, braking points matter. Whoa. Ooh.
Was that going to be a penalty?
I was going to say, like, did he get one?
Close.
Nope. Oh, he did. Yep. Here we go.
Did,
Half
yeah.
second. Yep.
If
Hit
you
just
cut
the
that corner
tires.
wide,
Yep.
yeah.
If your tires touch that white line, you know.
I think Renee
Here's
just got a penalty.
5 and
11.
6 for Slow and Cayman. These two are going at it good.
11 just
check
got a
position
penalty.
3. Check position 3.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Teddy.
Teddy.
Oh, he went
Had a
wide.
little bobble.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he's coming up
And a
beside
bump.
you, Ward. Oh.
Yeah, I was.
This
gonna struggle to
Canadian
get
logic
around
is
him,
making
and
my
that
head
happened.
hurt.
That's what got me there.
Art Jackson, the picks 13, and so is Renee 14.
Oh, they're going to the pits now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, get the
For
damage done,
damage.
right? Yep.
Yep. My car was
Get it
just-
fixed.
Yep. No
Mhm.
choice.
It's too fast around here not to get damage fixed.
Yeah.
Yep. And you know, even after that,
Archer sideways. Yeah, back on. Not picking on you, Archer. Love you, buddy.
Yep. It's all good fun until you go off track.
Alright. Hey, let's see. Can I do the lap guide real quick?
Yeah, when you
Just
want to do
put out
it?
there? Right now.
Right now? Okay, up to 1.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, go.
All right. About 210. I think about 220 coming down here into the first turn. Gonna take it a little wide, right about first line there.
I'm going to
Downshift
cry.
easy. Don't want to get any wheel spin. First gear. Easy on the throttle out, and you're gonna go right, left here, wide open. Come down to this other hairpin to the right. And this one you want to take nice and tight, get it slow, get it tight, and then to start applying that gas. Oop, little wheel spin there. And then you're wide open through this section here. Another hairpin to the right. And this one again, a long sweeper. Shift it down to first gear, get the car rotation. Second gear to get traction. Cut off the corner nice and easy, nice and clean. Use all the track. Really sharp left-hander. Deceptive.
And
Just
some
wait,
bumps
wait,
that are
wait.
bad.
Yep, right there, the bumps, then you go. Wide open throughout here. Get about 190 down this back straightaway. You press, relax the fingers, catch a drink, check your mirrors, your tires. Check yourself in the mirror, make sure your hair is good. Come on down here to the bus stop, Le Mans chicane. I like going third gear initially, up to second and third out. Nice and tight, no penalties. And then you're wide open, 220 down to the front straight. And that is a lap around Daytona.
Very cool.
fine lap it was.
Except for this next one.
Well, there's always something.
Oh, and then Teddy got a half-second penalty, number 4.
Go to P1 real quick.
Oh, and you were a little wide there. This is where Ward comes in, or Bonnet comes in.
I got damage at the imaginary wall.
Ah, that's right.
Moose tracks.
It moves tracks, yeah.
And then step
So we
here
have
in
a new
P1.
leader. And Bonnet almost loses the back end there.
120 out of the bus stop.
A
Holy
lot of
cow.
times when he comes out of those corners, he's fishtailing a bit.
Yeah. But he's on the controller and he can whip it back in pretty easy.
Yeah, but look at if he goes
Yeah.
wide here. Oh, he's
Yeah.
off track.
Mhm.
Oh. Squints,
That
what are you doing?
That put me in the right position. That really helped. I didn't earn a single spot. I really was just, as people did bad things and got out of the way, took over. You know.
Yep. Yeah, you just wait for people to make mistakes and just slide in there. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So.
Right place, right time.
Well, from 14 to
Exactly.
8th in turn 1. I'll take that. Sure, let's go.
Oh, I will start out second, end up sixth, and now I'm back to second again. So.
Yep.
I'm really wrestling at this point. I think I can stay out for a couple more laps, at least let me get soft tires on. But once I hit 5th gear, I had no giddy up. I was about 10 miles an hour slower than everybody else. It wasn't worth it.
We had the 3 Nissans for 7, 8, 9. So that's Humphrey, myself, and Cone. I believe Archer is the 4th. Or I think Judge is also a Nissan. So we got 5 Nissans representing. It's pretty good.
Oh, Archer's got a penalty. Everybody drink.
Oh, here we go.
11. Oh, 12th and 13th they're battling.
Yeah, that's okay. That's Renee and good old Cheese.
Cheese has got some damage though.
Vapor's back out on the track.
After the damage, yeah.
Oh, and Teddy's off in P3.
Oh.
He didn't spin it. Oh, he did. He got it around.
Got it.
Yeah, he.
And P3, that's Cayman. Oh, it's 5, you mean?
Yeah, now it's 5. It was 3. Now it's 5.
Yeah, because here comes Humphrey for 6 and myself for 7. I'm catching Humphrey lap by lap here.
And so is Cone. Cone's made a march
Yep.
up. I don't think he had the best start or qualifying.
Nope. Now these guys' cars, my car was only going top speed at like 217 before turn 1. I looked at the replay of Cone and Humphrey. They were in the 225s. So I don't know what the hell they did, but they were faster.
About the only thing you can do is turn your aero down to where it's slick, the car is slicker, but then you compromise on being able to turn.
Exactly, which I have a tough time doing. So
I was faster than Cone until I got to 5th gear, and then he would just pull away from me. 3rd, 4th gear through here, I was catching him, and then as soon as I hit 5th gear, man, he was gone.
Yeah, Cone was catching on the straightaways, but I could lose him in the corners. So.
Yeah, I think Slow, when I chased him down later... Ooh, Squint sideways in 2.
Yeah.
When I was chasing Slow down, I was much faster than him. I was gaining a full 1.5 seconds in the straightaways, but in the infield, he was gaining 1.25 seconds.
Wow.
As rest of the race, every time Squints got close, something happened, and he would end up further back.
Wow.
Whoa.
Just inside Archer's car here for P11.
Really there.
Oh, and Judge almost goes off. Oh, and Judge does go off. Archer goes for 10. Archer goes a hair wide.
Oh, and Jax has got damage. He's got front end, and P13, he's got front end right suspension. He's off track, and he spins.
Jax, what happened? What are you doing?
Oh, he's
Oh, man, he's in that brutal corner.
Cheese a little off there, too. 13. Poor guy.
Reaper's gone by him. And he's back on track. 1 and 2. Other times. 131s for Ward. Very, almost 5, 6 in a row there. And, yep, very close with Squints.
I just want to point out, look at
132s.
P1 tire wear.
Oh, I know, Ward.
Slide back to 4. So Slow. Look at the tire wear difference between Ward and Slow. Ooh.
Yep. 2 different cars, though, too, as well, right? He's got the Porsche. Yeah.
Well, and you look at 2 and 3, their tire wear compared to mine, and their back tires are mediums and mine's softs.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I think Ward and I are the ones who are able to caress our tires the best in a race. Make them last.
And yours look a little better than mine, Curtis.
Yeah.
At this point.
Even when I had battling with Humphrey and Cone, my tire wear was still better than both of them. So I was just waiting for their tire wear to get worse so I could catch. The 6 for Humphrey, myself catching. Cone is not far behind.
Jack's getting things repaired
he's getting
and
close.
tires. Jack's coming back out.
A little bit of 6 and 7 action here, getting close to Humphrey coming into turn 1. We were going neck and neck for a few of the laps there. And now you can see 6, 7, 8, 9 because Stapler's coming up. So this bunch starts to get a little bit more close. Oh, and Cole goes a bit wide. Stapler goes on the outside for 7-8. Coming down. I hate this hairpin down the end. Oh, and Stapler goes a little bit... Oh,
A little too wide.
carries it.
Had to get out of the gas there.
Yep.
Self-preservation.
Way better to get off the gas and hit the wall.
Yep.
And
Better
this is
to
where
li-
Coon just... Fifth gear, he would just pull away from me. Just couldn't catch him.
No, he's quick in that car. Absolutely. Now, how's Slow doing? What's his position here? He is
Fourth still.
Fourth, yeah, catching up to Cayman. Let's see his tire wear looks versus Cayman's. Wow, that's a huge difference on the back. Holy moly. Fuel not too bad, but tire wear huge. He's probably happy that there's no worries about tire wear for fuel because, you know, the Porsche's a bit of a pig as well. He would run out of gas, get low.
Well, you know, Cayman's running the hybrid setup too, soft front, medium rear.
Yeah.
Phew, Squints is all over. Whew.
And just lapped Jax there.
Me and Kern are side by side again. 8-9.
8-9. Oh, coming down, yeah.
Yeah, I figured out after the second time I tried to go underneath of him, he was running wide on that corner on purpose, and then cutting tail.
What you're saying is he had his elbows out.
And this one I decided, if he's not going to pass from the inside, I'll pass from the outside.
Oh, there we go.
This is going to work.
And it's not going to work for you.
Look at that.
Lawn mowing is optional.
Lawn mowing. Sponsored by John Deere. There you go, Stapler. All right, look at 6 and 7.
Jeez.
Coming around the bend again. Now we get the draft on him. And I don't think... Is this when I make the move? No, we're getting too close to turn 1, so I back it off.
A little peek down the inside.
Yeah, a little peek. Getting close, getting close. And we were so close racing. And he's a great driver to go against. He's extremely clean, you know.
He's very.
Archer in 10th with no traffic around him. And then we've got Road Racer in 11th.
Slowpoke's right rear tire is almost all used up.
Wow.
That's why I went with the medium, because I would have looked like that if I had not gone on, if I'd have gone on softs.
Now Judge is driving with damage there. So
He just picked that up somewhere.
Yeah, he had a little conversation with the grass, I think.
all right, go to 6 and 7 for a second. This is where I shotgun him. Yeah, I come around.
Teddy's got a penalty there.
Oh, Teddy. Oh, next lap it is. Now where's Teddy up front?
5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Oh.
Now look at 6, 7, 8. Look at it. Now look how Cohen is right on us now. 6, 7, 8. Like
and,
he is.
Archer has a penalty. Drink.
I'm wondering when his book is going to come out. You know, Archer penalties. Oh, here we go. All three of us now. But I can take off. Cone's a little slower. But me and Humphrey take off.
I wouldn't call him dumb, but...
Oh, God, no.
Oh, never mind. That different slow. I'm kidding. Haha, funny. No, guess not.
We had a couple races last season, I think it was. We were going for, I think it was about 15, 16 laps, bumper to bumper, me and Archer. And he's, again, aggressive but clean, and you got to earn your spot with him.
Inside 7-9 or 8-9.
Yeah. Oh, going down the pipe.
Actually got that one right. Hey.
Oh, here's where I shotgun around. Here, watch this. Watch 6 and 7. This is where I shotgun around Humphrey on the turn. I went 2 in the turn and 3 out and got around him. Now watch this. This is wild. He gets my draft. And the son of a bitch is right beside me. And now I got
Teddy wrecked up ahead of us.
Yeah.
That's what the yellow flag was for.
Yeah. So we come screaming in. And I got Cone on the R's. Got 6, 7, 8. Look at us all coming in there. Hey, oh, and look at that. Oh, who shotguns across the grass?
Did anybody see the Aurora this weekend?
I
It was beautiful,
think that
right?
was Stapler totally missing his breaking point.
I don't know, dude.
How was the weather in Canada today, by the way?
The weather is angry.
Black ice will get you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw my breaking point at the corner of my eye, and I went, "Oh no!" And I realized I had too much speed, and it was I tried my best, but I failed.
That's funny because I mentioned I seen Cone's car, and I'm like, me and Cone have driven like bumper to bumper, laps on end, and we have never had an incident. And I saw the car, I was like, that's interesting, thinking it was him. And then I read your message last night. I'm like, I think it was you. Watched the replay this morning. I'm like, yep, it was you.
Yep, I just made a mistake.
Yep.
Too deep. But luckily, nobody got damaged. So.
Nope. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't. Yep.
I hit the e-brake right as I was getting ready to make contact with you, so I got sideways. So it was more like a side-by-side bump. And Ward's got a penalty up in P1. What happened to Teddy?
We might see some pit stops here happening pretty soon.
Yeah,
Teddy's
Slow's coming out now. So Slow's coming out of the pits for he takes 7th.
Big wide turn
Where?
on Squints 2 P2. Yep. He went completely sideways and partially spun out, then gathered it up. Went
Coming around
sideways
that.
across the track. When I saw the distance I gained from him, I thought, okay, just keep it chill and don't add to your penalty and serve it, and let's go.
Yep, keep going. I really like number 3, Cayman's livery. This is really cool. He does all of his own work, but it's very cool.
Yeah, he's very good at it.
Yeah. We might see some pits coming in here soon. We'll see who's going to be the first one to dive in. We are 12 laps away. So...
And Curtis, I hope you noticed, I did have my suit and
I did.
on.
I looked in practice. I'm like, yep, he's got it on.
Yep.
Yeah. It does make for very cool racing pictures and replays, for sure.
Yeah.
Here we all come in. So this is the end of lap 14. We're all coming in. There are 4 of us. Or 3, actually. Hump, Cone, myself. Yep. We are quick getting out, too. I mean, look at their 56% on gas, 57. I think I was 56. And that's how did I was wondering how Stapler got around me. Okay, so you were on mediums. Okay, you got on medium tires. That's why.
Early pit stop. Yeah,
so you didn't need to come in.
One more.
That's right.
No.
I was like, how was he behind me when he accidentally bumped me, and he got ahead of me. So pits. We should have someone in the in another Mazda do up a Energizer battery livery. Have the Duracell and the battery battle go. Which one's gonna last longer? We don't know. Stay tuned.
This race, everybody could have.
Yeah, right.
PT1's in the pits.
Yep. Big 54% gas. That's good.
It really decent. It was a decent tire wear, but that right rear is pretty baked.
Yeah.
Or board.
Yep. The softy.
I would have loved to got the opportunity to run on the softs.
And Humphrey got a penalty here. This is where I finally get past him, going side by side.
Teddy in 7th.
Ah.
He's got a lot of tire wear. He should be coming in before too long. Teddy's on the fresh tires.
Well, that's good, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to catch Cone for 8-9. He's quicker in that car.
He's going to have a pit stop before too long.
Oh. What number's Renee? Oh, there he is. Number 11.
I'm 11, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, your tire wear's getting there, that's for sure. How are you finding the car at this point? Were you finding it still pretty stable, or was it getting loose?
No, it was turning
T2's coming in also. Sorry.
That's okay. It was a bit of a handful. I think I pitted on this lap.
Did you keep the TC on 1 at least for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially around that hairpin before you get up on the climb, because I've tried so many times. No matter how hard I can slowly do it, but once the tire wear starts to kick in, she just wants to swing. So I had to put on.
Archer has another penalty.
My God, where is he?
He's been in P8.
Oh my God, Archer. Oh, look at 12-13. We got Judge and Reaper going at it. It'll be a good battle. Coming into the bus stop. Oh, Reaper's right on him. I think before the race started, Reaper was like his wheel was loose. And I used to have the same wheel as him, and I said, "Oh, is it the neck? Are you going to tighten it?" He's like, "Nah, forget it. We're just going to go loosey-goosey." I'm like, all right. Not how I like to drive, but you're set up. I mean, Archer's got consistent 134s and a couple 133s, so I'm not sure how much time he had to practice on this track.
I know he did practice. I'm like you. I'm just not sure how much. He was not. I don't. His schedule, I guess, just didn't mesh with ours when doing the races.
Yeah.
Of course, he did show up that one night. Cone with a half-second penalty. He said.
Teddy with a
he did show up that one night to race with us, but we were already at least halfway through the race, if I remember right.
Yeah, when Cone got out a half second, I thought it'd be a little bit closer for me to try and grab him, but at least like 225 down the straight, and that's another 8 horsepower, so I just couldn't catch him. So I was just hoping on tire wear near to the end of the game. Oh, here goes Teddy off, so we're looking at 6. So here goes, now watch these guys go at it. This is a pretty good battle, and I'm watching behind them. 6, 7, and I'm hoping, well, I'm not hoping, I'm thinking if one of them goes off, then I've got an advantage. Archer said he had about 30 minutes on Saturday, that's all he had. Wow. And that's really not a lot of time to get your car tuned and put some
No.
laps in.
Especially on this track with these cars, it's tough.
Yeah.
God,
Well,
Archer, that's not a lot of time, man. I mean, between the penalties, you only had like 20 minutes on the track.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, when we practice for a track, we spend hours, getting it down.
Yeah, it takes a long time. And even after all those hours, you still get it wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have to watch because I'll get mentally lazy
Oh, yeah.
and stop remembering what I was doing correctly
Yeah.
and start forming a bad habit of doing it wrong. And then I was like, okay, it's time to quit.
That's why I like being in a battle, because you're like, okay, you got a challenge, you're shifting, braking. You're just more mindset to it, where you kind of, like you said, working not bored, but you're kind of like, there's no challenges. Oh, look, Archer has another penalty, half second. Where well, I think that's seriously got to be 9. So yeah, but you start to forget, like, oh yeah, right, I got a break here, But when you're battling with someone, you are so focused, and yeah, it's so much fun.
I get unconscious. Like I just start when I get out and I got a gap between me and I'm like trying to chase down a car. I'm trying to pull ahead from somebody.
6 and 7. Watch 6 and 7. These two are going.
Yeah. You don't feel like you're driving fast, but this is when you put your fastest laps up. Because you're hitting your marks, you're not pushing the car, and you're just smooth. Oh, Teddy's flashing his lights at him. Seven. Kuncha's so fast down the straights, it's just impossible to catch.
Yeah, like I said.
Teddy, that's going to be a penalty for Teddy. That's
you think so?
A penalty. Yeah.
Yeah, half second over the white line.
I think he picked one up on the prior lap as well.
And this is where he goes wide into the corner. I want to say this one. And me and him start getting closer.
And go up to P4 real quick.
Oh, shocking. Who is it? Up, slide. Oh, caught that one just in time.
This is not drifting competition, Stephen.
There's Cayman going, thank you.
This
Bye.
message is brought to you by Charmin.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a tough run for you, my friend.
I think I was just so mentally prepared to run in the top 3 that I got down on myself and I just
driving angry.
Lost focus.
The difference between driving smooth and driving angry.
No, I wasn't angry. I think I was just not focused.
Yeah.
I think I wasn't in the zone.
That's fair.
Plus, I was smelling moose tracks the whole race. I couldn't figure out why.
You were what?
Smelling moose tracks the whole race. I couldn't figure out why.
Just couldn't get it out of your head.
I couldn't get out of the brakes.
You know, it was interesting. I was chasing Archer for most of the last, 8 or 9 laps. And I could get within just under 2 seconds, and I think he'd looked in his mirror and say, I'm not letting that guy go by me. And then he'd take off like his hair was on fire again, which was awesome. It was a great give and take.
Yeah, Archer's fast. He's got
Archer is fast.
Very
he's
fast,
got a lot
yeah.
of skill. Yeah,
Well, I had a little bit more speed on the straights, and he was kicking booty on the infield.
I'm watching Squints here in P2. He gets close. He pulls in Ward. He gets within probably about a second and a half, and then Ward just opens up on him.
Yeah.
No, it was little mistakes by him. I was running pretty consistent laps and wasn't my times weren't getting faster. He was just making little mistakes, little bobbles. He'd get within that range and he'd have a bobble.
Mm-hmm.
He beat himself. He could have. Yes, he beat himself. I don't feel like I beat him. I feel like he beat himself.
And look
Right there was
look
my
at Slow,
fastest.
number 3. He's got in 3rd place so far. He's got no traffic around him, so just cruising. You gotta love that.
Time trial.
Yeah, I love that. If you're in 3rd and you got really no, all you gotta do is just finish the race.
Drive the car.
Yeah, and watch from behind because Cayman's there.
You get to spray the champagne after the race. It's great.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
Except for the guy in fourth.
Okay, now watch this. Watch 6-7. This is an interesting state of events here. 6-7 going into the corner. Watch turn 4. I want to say it's this one. Could be the next. Sorry, it's the next one. Okay, next one. Teddy just dips his back end into the grass a little bit.
I'd say next week those Saubers and those Nissans are going to be tough to beat. They're going to be really grippy.
I had the Sauber in the GT Sports Series and I just loved it. It was such a fun car.
Spoiler alert, we're at Grand Valley next week. It's not a high speed track. It's a lot of handling. So,
well, I'll be in France, so I leave Friday.
Grand Valley's not in France.
Oh yeah. I'd like to be racing that one. Trust me. Sure.
Are you going to Alsace?
We are not going to Alsace. Alsace. We did that last time. We're going to Champagne, so we're going to go to Paris, and then to Burgundy, Rhone, and then the south of France in a region called Languedoc. So, yeah.
Can we skip to the part where Curtis gets murdered?
Archer, can we skip to the part where Curtis gets murdered? Oh my God, this guy's angry. I don't know what I did to John Denver, but he's getting a little lippy. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Is this one? Come on. Yeah, here, watch.
Oh, inside.
Right
move.
inside. But no. But
was there contact?
there was. I looked at it. I was gonna say there was. I watched it from inside cones too. I watched it from 6 different angles, and I'm like, that's a bit of a bump acceleration on that. So he should have waited till Teddy straightened out and then gone. So, but yeah,
And then he's off again.
Oh,
yeah, it just went downhill. He was gone. It was it. So, yeah.
He had a good run too.
Oh, he had a great run. He had a great run for sure. It's just too bad that's what happened. Yeah.
Saboteur.
Exactly.
I'm looking at run everybody's tire wear. Slow, Pit Ward, Squints are good. Slow and 3's getting a little low. Cayman's good. On mine are baked. Everybody else looks pretty solid for the end. Oh, Judge is off. P12. He's going nowhere else there.
Oh, here goes Picked about to lap him. Now, how's Reaper doing? He ran out of fuel last time, but I'm not sure why we changed the fuel, because I thought we had it set pretty good. But, still fun.
He's in 13th.
Yeah.
Max is right behind him.
Yeah. We're getting inside. We're going to get inside. We'll get inside Jox's cockpit here. Hear this car scream.
That he's got front end damage.
He's catching him.
Man, Squints is really sliding that car all around there.
Oh. Reaper for 13-14 got a little bit loose. And Jax is making the attack. Well,
And Squints is catching Ward slowly in P1, P2.
I love his livery too. I said that's a brilliant livery, man. So he said he stole it and made a couple adjustments to it, but that's pretty cool looking.
Who's that?
Oh,
Quince.
almost hit the wall.
Well, yeah.
The loosey goosey, yeah.
I think he traded some cheat codes for it. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah, right. Oh, and look at Slow's number 3. Look at his right rear. Wow.
Yeah.
We're almost finished this here. We got one more lap to go.
I just couldn't P5. I just couldn't do anything. My rear tire was baked. I couldn't get off the corners. I was packing in at this point.
I'm happy I never saw a blue flag.
Archer says, I'm happy I never saw a blue flag. Nobody wants to see a blue flag. I mean, you're getting lapped, especially.
We saw a lot of black flags though for the penalties.
Yeah.
Sorry, Archer. I love you.
I'm surprised I never got a penalty.
Last slap.
Yeah. Squins is awake now. He says, I'm surprised he never got a penalty. But,
Michael Hump's got a penalty.
yeah,
P8.
we got him.
Last time around the big last part of the track.
Now let's make sure we got Ward on the big win here. Does he make it to the, the horseshoe, yep.
To the bus stop, Le Mans chicane, whatever you want
Bus
to call
stop, yep. I honestly really do wish we had the chicanes in Sarth. I mean,
I'm glad we don't.
Are you really? I love the turns and in and outs. So, but everyone's different.
I like the speed these cars produce.
Yeah, that's true.
These last laps were stressful with Ridge Racer back there.
Downforce a little bit.
And here we come for the win there. Number 1, number 2 coming across from Squints.
Congratulations, Ward.
Congratulations, Ward.
Thank you.
And we've got Slow coming around. Yeah, he's blinking on the fuel. Right rear is almost totally gone. This is his first pole, I believe, he's for third.
Nice run, Ward.
Coming down for that.
Damon coming around.
Coming for 4. Stapler for 6.
Stapler.
Or 5,
yeah.
sorry.
Yep.
Cone for...
coming around for 6th.
Yep.
Curtis.
I thought I was closer. And then there's myself coming for 7. And Humphrey for 8. Oh, look, Archer. No penalty coming down the straightaway.
Renee, 9?
Not yet. 9er. And Renee for 10. Yeah.
11th for Teddy. Judge is 12th. Reaper is 13th. Jax was 14th.
Exactly. Overall, a very good race for sure. It was quite intense for some than others. Yeah.
For most, yeah.
So next week is I'm away. So now that's going to be Highway 1. What's it called again? Grand Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Valley, yeah. And I enjoyed practicing on that. I thought that was fun. We'll probably open up a room after. But and then Sarth is going to be the last one. So the Le Mans track for people who don't know what Sarth is. And that's no chicane, so it's like Ward was saying, straight on the back way, just straight power to the ground, and it's going to be fast. So I think, Renee, me and you were doing some laps, right, at Sarth? Trying to...
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
getting the feel for it and stuff like that, so it's good.
Yeah, it's real nice for running as fast as you can for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of with you, Curtis. I like the chicanes in... the long straight, but not this time. This time we get to pretend we're taking off in airplanes.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, anytime we run it with the chicanes. I just thought it, I'm for me, when they chose no chicane, I was thinking, well, it'd be a nice change to run flat out.
Well, there's plenty of other corners in that track to trim.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great race.
Yeah, because that straight, as long as it is only half the track.
And
Indeed.
for some of us, I mean, I had to turn my my force feedback down, turn the sensitivity down, because you get on that back stretch and you're, foot to the floor. I mean, the thing is, your steering wheel is just shaking. So you got to turn
It's
it down,
a
and,
handful.
and it's a handful. You got to get to a more comfortable style. So I think I turned mine down to 7, I want to say, on the force feedback from 10, just to ease it up a little bit, but still can make some fairly consistent laps. So we'll see when we get back for sure.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Well, this was a great run. Everybody did really well, some better than others, but a good time was had by all.
Hmm.
Yes.
We'll have to see if, because I'm away, well, maybe Cone can do the next stream. I don't know. Because that'd be the third race, at least to keep it up to pace. So, worth an ask. We can see.
Yeah.
See. All right, everyone. That concludes race number 2 of the GTCA Gr1 series, and hopefully you'll be able to join us next week. And some of the guys will be able to stream race 3 at Grand Valley Highway 1. We'll see you then.